This year, the ArtVenture Pathway is helping to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the women's suffrage movement by tackling the subject of women empowerment. First, we wanted to find out what women's suffrage was, how it has impacted women, and what inspires women. So we asked some of our very own staff members here at McLane what their thoughts were to help guide our projects as we dive into this subject. At the conclusion of the video, you will be asked to identify the Sheroes of our own community here at McLane. Please participate by nominating those teachers, administrators, or staff members who help to inspire and empower you as a student. I want to say thank you so much for agreeing to do this with us.
My pleasure.
To begin our interview, I would like to ask you, what is the women's suffrage movement?
The women's suffrage movement was the movement that won women the right to vote, but I don't want you to think of it like men finally granted women the right to vote. Women are human beings, and we're American citizens, and we always should have had the right to vote. It's just that finally the 19th Amendment made it impossible, it made it illegal to keep women from voting. So that was a major victory.
I think it was a movement that gave women a voice. Before that, we were reliant on, well, not we, obviously it wasn't around then, but before that, women were reliant on just men and men making decisions and men making choices politically and rights. So I think it finally gave women a voice.
Why was the women's suffrage movement important?
Because women are half of this country, and if you are not listening to literally half of the population, how can you call it a democracy?
Well, for like myself, I'm a single woman. I don't have a husband, and so I really would have no voice because I couldn't vote. And so, at least before, maybe a woman and a husband and wife could talk about it, but like I would literally have no voice without the women's suffrage because I don't even have a husband that could, I guess, vote for me. So
it'd be it's like a nobody.
Yeah. And also because women could make those decisions, then there's probably more women in workforce, and we still got work to do, but there's more women CEOs, and so I think that's why it's important. Yes, progress.
I feel that it was important because it gave women a voice. We were able to get out of the home, express our opinions, enlighten the outside world, as opposed to just being stuck behind closed doors and not have an opinion and not make things better for the female gender.
Why should the women's empowerment movement be important to everyone?
Because we're all different, and so if we only hear from one half of the population, then that's not really hearing from everybody, and we all have things to give. I do think men and women are different. I think that we have different ideas and different strengths, and so with only half the population having a voice or being in places of authority, then I don't think we're getting our best. I think if everybody is contributing, then we get, whether you're a business or just society in general, I think that when everybody contributes, we have better results, I guess.
If we empower women, then we are empowering everybody. It's by guaranteeing rights to the most underrepresented. I'm not saying women are the most underrepresented, but by guaranteeing human rights for everyone, it rises us all up a little bit. So that's why it's really important.
We live in a society where we need to work together. It's a little tumultuous out there, and women have an opinion, men have an opinion. If we can come together and better ourselves by working together, I think we'd live in a better society.
Will you tell us about a person, situation, or event that empowered you as a woman?
It might sound a little cliche, but definitely when I had my son, like being pregnant was exciting and overwhelming and stressful, but I felt really proud to be a woman, and I felt really excited that this is something that it's a privilege that really only I could do. And my body changed a lot in so many unexpected ways. I got tons of cellulite and my butt got huge, but at the same time, it didn't bother me because I knew that it was healthy and natural, and it completely changed the way I thought about my body. Like, the stuff that they tell you, all the marketing about what beauty is or what you should look like, it all just faded away, and it really gave me a lot of confidence in myself that I never had previously. So that was extremely empowering to me.
I think of an empowered woman. There's a lady that lives in Fresno. Her name is Nancy Donnett, and she is my hero because she is a single woman. She bought a house downtown. She has lived and worked to just serve her community. She does like Friday night teen nights for the teens that live in that community, and I just think that she's given her whole life to just serving people. And she's a nurse, and I just think that she, as a woman, you know, she just chose to do that. You know,
when I became a single mother, the sole provider of my children when my second son was in my tummy. I was an employer, so I was working, and I was going to school, finishing my credentials so I could be a teacher. So that at that point I realized, okay, I can do this on my own. I don't need a man. Yes, my sons need their father, but I can do this, and I have to do this. There's no other option. You either push forward or you stay stuck. And I wasn't going to stay on welfare. I wasn't going to stay with my food stamps and my minimum amount of money that I was going to make. I was going to fulfill my dreams and show my sons that you can do it on your own.
The dictionary defines a shero as a woman admired or idealized for her courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, essentially a heroine. So, who do you admire? Who inspires you and makes you want to be a better student or person? Who makes you feel empowered and gives you the courage to face adversity and overcome the odds? Who would you consider a shero here at McLane? Let us know by emailing us your nominations. Kevin.Clifton@FresnoUnified.org. Thanks for watching!